And we are back. This is our second conversation for this morning, and it's all about football. We're talking about the Premier League, and we have in studio with us, well, outside with us. I'm so used to the studio. We're actually escaping the studio.
We
this
have
morning.
them on the escape with
Right.
us.
We have Mr. Leaton St. Clair as a manager of Port, as well as Mr. Gabriel Taylor, who is a marketing manager of the team. Good morning to both of you.
Good morning, guys.
Good morning, good morning. Thanks for having us.
Welcome to OIE Escapes.
Yeah, it's good to have you all on the outside this morning. Now, I understand that you guys are in the playoffs at this point.
Yes.
You've made it past the regular season. You've done what you had to do in the regular season for the team, for the fans, for the community.
Yes.
First of all, let's talk about the experience this regular season and what those games have been like, what the turnout and the support of the fans have been like for the regular season.
Sure. Port Loyola has been achieving many great things right now for our community, for our city, and for the PLB. This is our fourth season.
Yes.
We have climbed the ladder, and we are so consistent that our first season we didn't make the playoff. Our second season we went to the semifinals. Our third season we went to the finals and lost, and now we're here in the finals again.
And I imagine you're set to win now because
yes, the trend is showing that we are capable of winning it. It's very difficult in the Premier League of Belize. It's very competitive. We have some other fantastic teams that are very, very challenging. The whole journey has been awesome. The players buy into what the concept of the organization is,
right?
And we're striving.
Yeah.
Right.
Mr. Taylor, if I could bring you in real quick to tell us a bit about what would you say has been one of the main factors that has led the team to progress from where it was 4 years ago to where it is right now? Is it the players? Is it the management? Is it a combination of all?
I think it's a holistic approach. It stems from the players and management, but the fans as well. The support has been unwavering. I mean, we've been doing this for the past 4 seasons, like we said, and we've gradually gotten to this point through the support of our fans. I mean, the fan base has been growing. The community support has been growing. There's a lot of great takeaways from what we've been doing. I mean, we have kids aspiring to actually get to that level in football as well. A bunch of kids coming up to us, hey, we want to play for Port. You know, it's a lot of good coming out of it.
What I like about this team, Sabrina, is you guys are the only Belize City team.
Yes.
Right.
Apart from being the only Belize City team, the community that you represent, you have it big on your banners, on your shirts. Port Loyola, Southside Belize City, and you're performing at such a great level. Mr. St. Clair speaks to what it means to have the Port Loyola community on your back and representing this community, but also to represent the entire Belize City along with that.
It's very honored. I'm honored to represent the Port Loyola community. I am from the Port Loyola community, so I could say a successful factor from coming out of the Port Loyola community. I feel proud for my community. I know we have some negative aspects of it, so we're the bright light in our community. The parents, the fans, the residents, the small business places, they come out and they represent and support us in our venture. So it's very honorable to represent the community and the city on a whole. We have a very vibrant city base, a football city base. Football in the Belize city is and to have a city team that represents the city, it's very awesome.
At such a high level having all this success.
It hasn't been for a while that the city team had a successful football club.
I want to take a step back really quickly though and look at this actual competition, the sport of football being played by different communities. What was the purpose behind this competition in the first place?
Well, football is big in the country on a whole, and specifically in the city. Well, I've been around football for a while. We had grassroots, we have youth competition, we have first division competition, but to get a spot in the PLB
It's different.
is different. It's the top league in the Belize, in the country, and it was difficult to get it. Not any organization or any entity can get a spot in there. And when we obtained that spot, we wanted to come and show our city fans that we belong here. We belong against the Verdes. We belong with the Altitude, the Bandits, the Wagia, the Progresso, the San Pedro Pirates. Those are big clubs, and Port Loyal is showing that we belong right up there with them.
What has been the highlight of this season so far, aside from being now so close to that win?
Well, the highlight for this season is the point of growth. We actually have a fostering program. We have football clubs at 3 different levels. We actually have a Mondolita team which fosters the youth to a first division team that goes for guys within that bracket of the first division caliber. Then we go up to the semi-pro league. So we actually have a program that fosters youth to actually get to that semi-pro level eventually.
What's the name? And do they all fall under
All
Port?
are under Port Loyola.
Okay, so you have the Mundialita, Port Loyola, you have the first
Division,
division.
as well as the semi-pro club.
Wow, so you are fostering the entire thing for
Right,
for
the
all
entire
levels.
culture from youth level up to a semi-pro level.
Now, I know we don't have all the players here, but for those who may not be familiar with the team, talk a bit about the makeup of the team, if you would, Mr. Taylor. Give us some details in terms of who these players are, a bit of where they're from, so for fans.
All right, so not because the team hails from Port Loyola means that we have players that are exclusively from the area. We actually have a bunch of players. We have the national team goalkeeper, Charles Tillett, which hails from Orange Walk. We have Latrell Middleton. He hails from Dangriga, which is actually the leading goal scorer in this year's competition. As well as a couple players from the area, Gilroy, Brother Turton, which we all know is a household name in football. We have a couple other guys, Jesse August that hails from Cayo, Trimel Gillett, he hails from Orange Walk as well. We have a whole host of people actually coming together to make this a success.
Yeah, I didn't mean to get you into trouble by starting to call names, because I know when you start calling names, everybody will hear their name. So where are we in this year's tournament specifically? Are we in the finals? So this is it against you guys and Verdes?
We placed third in the regular season. Verdes came in first, Altitude second, Altitude second, Port third, and Benke fourth. Our first semi-final match was against Altitude, who were the defending champions.
Yeah.
And we had a leg 1 and leg 2 competition, and we prevailed.
You knocked them out?
We knocked them out. So we
Wow.
beat the defending champs. So now we're advanced to the finals against Verdes, who won over Benke. So now we're in the final stretch of the PLB season. It's a 2-legged session that we play home first, and we travel to Cayo next week Sunday to play against Verdes. So we're in the big dance, and hopefully this year we get to dance.
And this is what will determine who's the champion.
Who's the champion,
These
who's
two
be
legs.
raising the trophy, who will also be traveling to CONCACAF.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
I want to touch really quickly before you ask Paul, but what will this win mean to Port Loyola?
I think it'll be bigger for the city and the fan base. We haven't had a champion for years. Culture Yabra, what's the next team?
I think Culture Yabra was the last champion, and then there was probably City Boys. But it's been a minute since the city actually raised that trophy, and it gives us a sense of community as well because of the story behind it, the storyline. We've been here for 4 seasons. We've eventually walked up that ladder, and now that we're actually here, it's really just to get the job done.
Yeah.
so when is the game?
The game is Sunday, 4 p.m. at the Maran Jones Stadium.
Okay.
Wonderful.
Sunday, 4 p.m. at Maran Jones Stadium. Now, I kind of asked this question earlier, but I'll put it in another way. Like, what is happening behind the scenes during the off season when you've realized that you've reached this close, but you haven't made it, to kind of bring back a stronger team? Because to go from not making it to being where you are in 4 years, that's an incredible feat. How strategic is your approach?
Well, basically, after losing last year championship against Altitude on our home field too, so
Yes.
that was hurt. That was heartbreaking. Over the off season, the owners, the coaching staff, and the managers, we came together and we did a lot of scouting. We saw what we were short of, and we added pieces. We added some new players, some young players, some players for a different position. So we had set up ourselves to be in this position. We didn't have a strong bench, for example, like what you're asking, and we needed that. We needed to have players on the bench that would, whenever the game gets close and the game gets longer, and we need some substitutions to come in. We need players that can play at that same level. And this season shows that we had gotten the right pieces them, and show that we can play at 90 and having substitution that comes in and be effective. So it's the off-season work of scouting and putting the pieces that we were short of to help us be where we are today.
Yes.
So what's the preparations looking like leading up to Sunday?
Oh, very exciting. The players feel the energy, the momentum every day.
They're so close.
Yes, we're there and so close. So the attendance is very high. The workout sessions are very intense. They are listening. They are ready. They're game ready at this moment. So if the game is tomorrow, our players are ready for tomorrow.
So, Mr. Taylor, you play as well?
No, I just actually deal with the marketing aspect of it. I actually play basketball.
You do play basketball.
Yeah, I play for the San Pedro Tiger Sharks, which
that is it.
also is playoff bound.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Not talking about San Pedro Tiger Sharks yet, though, but yes, I know I see you in the sporting arena, but you're in basketball. So, based on your experiences with football, though, and being a part of, well, let me ask you, why is it that you decided to join up with Port?
Well, I actually hail from the Port Loyola community as well, so it gives me a sense of pride and a sense of community to actually have these feats achieved. Then, you know, to go with the grassroots, to actually see kids in neighborhood having something to look forward to. I mean, the kids, they don't have much going on in the community, so, you know, you give them a sense of purpose and a sense of pride to say, well, look, I know this guy from the Semi-Pro Football Club. I want to be like Mr. Turton. I want to be like Yellow Guinea. You know, they have people they can look up to. Give them a hero. Give them something to look forward to.
These guys are your peers as well on this team, I would imagine. How have you seen this league and this team impact their life for the better?
Right, it has impacted them for the better. It gives them a purpose as well. It gives them something to do. It gives them a sense of direction, so to speak. I've seen a complete 360 in majority of the guys, and I really want to commend them for that.
Yeah, and we want to commend you guys for not only establishing this team, having the dream and having the vision, but executing, believing, and now actually getting here a second time, right?
Yes.
In a row.
In a row.
I mean, it's only right. It's only right that you guys win the championship this year, and I think that's what fans expect from you all.
Right.
Well, gentlemen, any final words before we wrap up this segment?
Well, first I would like to say big up to the owners, Alex Underwood and Aisha Young. I like to big up the sponsors. I think Gabriel could touch on the sponsors for us.
All right, we have the Honorable Anthony Mahler. We have the Honorable Gilroy Usher. We have Gilroy Usher Jr. We have Kishan Pawn Shop. Foca Soap Water. We actually have Life Skills Multipurpose, Club Bizzo, CNJ Auto Detailing. If I'm leaving out anyone, don't be.
We have Tiger Sharks, we have Wiley, Justin Snaps, and Garcia Motors.
Right.
Yes. Wonderful. Well, gentlemen, good luck. I know that everyone are holding on to this great possibility of winning this game, and I wish you guys all the best. I know that my colleague Paul will more than likely be right there in the crowd.
Yeah.
Well, we actually want to expect both of you guys because we have 2 tickets here for you guys to join the game.
Well, it looked like I want to learn football today.
There you go. All right.
All right.
So where do you get tickets? That's the question we didn't ask. And
Yes.
what's the price?
The price for the tickets are $20 in advance, pre-sold, and $25 at the gate. You can contact us on our Facebook page, and we have numbers that you can reach there. We have tickets outlets, Bird's Eye, we have
Club Bizzo.
Chef Ainsley, you know, they are our ticket agents. So you could also tap into our Facebook page and see the spots that you can get tickets from.
Huge game, guys. Huge game, and even more exciting because we're going to be there on Sunday as well.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much for stopping by. We wish you all the best, and we'll see you there cheering you guys on.
Thank you very much for having us.
Wonderful.
All right, we're going to take another quick break, and when we come back, we'll be joined by the folks from Blank Canvas to give you some more Mother's Day ideas. Stay with us. We'll be right back.